So we are going to talk about a little bit how selectors can be relational, or the relationship between selectors. So it's all about the tree, or the tree structure of our HTML element. So we can combine them and we can create like really cool things. So first of all, the first one is called, or the first example here is the descendant elements. So basically, this rule over here, you see we have the main element as a selector, and then we have li element as a second selector. These are a descending. So basically, any li element that is within the main element will have a font size of 14 points. Now, what does it mean? It means that even any element of li element that is outside the main is not going to get affected. So for example, if I do this color and I do red, now you can see that the bullet points here have changed. So but what happened if I take this ul element, Control C, and take it out of the main and just put it here for fun. Now you can see that the elements here are not red. Why? Because again, this rule is saying basically all the elements, or all the li elements, all the list elements that are within the main are going to be color red. And I'm going to have a font size of 14 points. Same thing with this. Any link that is within the UL is going to be a color green. Now, we have the second type of rule, which is called adjacent siblings. So basically, any element that is next to another element is going to be applied. So in this case, I have an H2, I have a plus, and I have a P. What this means is any P element that is right next to an H2 in the document will become red. So if I do that, oh, actually I have to put color red, and I want to delete this red here so we don't get confused. So here's my rule. Any P element that is right next to an H2 will be red. If you can see here, I have my H2, and the first paragraph that is next to an H2 will be red, or in this case, it is red. So that's the adjacent rule. There is another kind of rule that is basically called child, and what it means is any element that is a direct child of main will have format. In this case, I'll do color red. Now all my paragraphs are red. Why? Because all of them are child of main. 1, 2, 3. But what happens if I do this? I create a section here, and within that section I do a P element. This is a paragraph. So what is happening here? Why this P section is not being read, or at least this P element, this paragraph element? Because this paragraph element is not descending directly as this rule mandates from main. This paragraph section is descending from section. If I want to have all my paragraphs read, I should use something like this. Delete the child and just say descendant. Again, all the P elements are descending, on all the P elements that are within P will be, read. So that's the difference between child and descendant. I'm gonna delete this section. So same thing here. Basically, that's what it's saying. All the links that descend directly from a list item will be red. Will be green. Now, this one is interesting. So these are basically any siblings. Basically, if I have an element and I want all the elements that are actually siblings be a certain color, or I want them to apply a certain format, this rule will do it. So basically, again, if I go here and do color and then red, what's happening here is, because all these P elements are within the same level that H2, they are red. So again, if I take this paragraph element, for example, and I put it within a section, that paragraph element is not going to be red. Why? Because they are not at the same level. So that's how you use relational selectors.